Hello, my name is Andreas Löw and I'm the General Manager of BSV Software in Germany, and today I will show you our product Success ERP in combination with an FMAudit interface. And as you know, Success ERP is a cloud-based solution, and here you can rent the solution right now. And what we will show today is the cloud-based workflows for special managed print service. Okay, the big advantages are right now that you do not need any new hardware or other requirements. You can use your internet connection, you can use your computers today, what you have in your company. You do not need additional software products because all comes within our Success ERP. You can rent. You have no extra costs, no extra charging for Success ERP. It's up and running in 5 minutes, so if you're already using FMAudit, it's very easy to get all the data into our system. I will show you later. And it's really more than only data import, because we will show you really the processing and workflows that is needed to start your MPS Success now. All you will find on our homepage successasaservice.com. Okay. Let's start. How does FMAudit work? Who's not familiar with FMAudit? A short, brief overview of FMAudit. It's an SMMP tool for print management business. That means we have a data collector that is scanning IP devices, IP ranges, and will put them into a centralized database. The capturing and collecting is all about printers and MFPs, multifunction printers, copy machines, digital copy machines, whatever is in this area. And all the data are collected on your customer accounts. They call it the on-site. It's a special tool that reads all the data and sends it to a centralized database. FMAudit itself, it's browser-based, and as I said, a centralized database you can query on. But at the end, if you're using our tool in Success ERP, you do not have to really use it. You can do a lot of stuff in our Success ERP, especially everything about the processes. Okay, gathering data, I explained. Okay, the data we are gathering on the customer side are the meter readings, so we exactly know which meters right now, the toner levels, all the other consumables that are recognized by the machine and the SMMP. And for sure, we have the consumable alerts and the service alerts. Okay, this is only a short view of what does FMAudit look like. So it's very easy. It's really in browser-based stuff, and you can go directly to the, you call it dealer, and the dealer has all the accounts, and all the accounts has all the devices, and the devices has all the other functionalities. Okay. The Success Connector. What we are doing is we are getting the access to the FMAudit, which is the data center for us, via the technology. It's called web service. Web service is an browser or HTTP internet protocol, which is very light, and it's very easy to use in the internet. At the end, we are getting all the data out of FMAudit, and the FMAudit server can be located in your company as a local server, or it can be hosted by some special hoster where you have an internet address, URL address we can read the data from. So both is possible, and very light and handy. The basic thing is that we are importing all the data in our Success. That's the basic thing of the connector. When the connector finished his data reading, we are starting our ERP solution with the workflow-based processing, and these processes are for sure everything about delivery process, everything about replenishment, everything about contract billing, and so on. Okay, supported processes are the supply management I explained before, control of warehouse and stocks, very important for us because one of the big items and the big things here in the stock management is that we can control the customer stocks on customer side. That is never done before. This is really the first product that can do this, and at the end of the year you exactly know which is the stock on customer side. Okay, contract billing is we are getting the meter readings out of the FMAudit, and with this we can start our contract billing. And if you can imagine what time you spend for contract billing to key in the meters today, it can be a lot of work. So all this is handled and automatically included into the billing system. Easy configuration. What do you need is one, we call it the control file. We have one control file in Success ERP, and you need some basic information about what is the dealer name. So this is a typical FMAudit speak. You need an URL, the address where we can find the server. You need a user and you need a password. And that's everything you need to start up your connector. Okay. One big advantage of the Success connector to FMAudit is that you can really start up in 5 minutes when you have a running FMAudit. If you're using FMAudit actual for a long time, or you started with FMAudit, all the basic data are collected there and we can get them out. So what we are doing is, in our Success ERP we can automatic creation of all the data, and all the data are customer addresses, customer data. We have the complete product master. The product master itself is divided into the machines, so the model with the serial number and everything else, and the consumables, which is used by the devices. And all this is comes out of FMAudit, and FMAudit by itself has a very large database for all known printers and copier in the world. So we are getting out this data, and you not have to key them first in and prepare weeks of data entry here. Now you can start really in 5 minutes. It's all up. We are getting out all the meter descriptions, we are getting out all the manufacturers, we are getting out all the devices, so based on serial number, IP, MAC address, all this stuff. And here we're knowing we call it the consumable reference, so we know exactly which device is using which consumable. And all this is done automatically in the Success ERP by the first scan and by the first data entry. And if you have some new machines or new customers you're scanning, all the data will go into Success without any manual data entry. A lot of time saving. Okay, short view of a product master which is created automatically. We have all the needed things of product numbers, we have catalogs numbers, we have descriptions, we have a picture here or an image, we have the combination if it's like this one here, the HP. If it's a printer, then we have the consumables that are belonging to the printer, about how many pages the coverage is, and so on. We have serial number based products, we have consumable based products, we have all the thing about spare parts, services, we have a big price grouping, product grouping, we have multiple suppliers for each product, so you can order from different suppliers with different packing units. So the one is delivering in 10 packing units and the other one is delivering in 100 packing units, and so on. And for sure, for each product we have a very deep stock control and sub-stock management. At the end, every product can be put into the accounting system, so we know exactly which accounting numbers we are using, and if you're writing an invoice, then the billing will automatically split into the accounting numbers, and you can use it for an automatic import to your financial accounting system. The scheduler in Success starts the reading. into success. Sure. What this means, we are having an automatic process that reads all the data, and with all the data I explained before what I mean, but in details are the device numbers, IP, MAC, what kind of type of model we have, the manufacturer, etc. And then we call it the status request. So what's about the consumable status, about the alert status, and so on. Normally the devices are read from the web service once a day, but the status request can be done every hour or every 3 hours, whatever. By the reading, all the alerts and for consumables and service are transferred into the system. Do you have to do something? No. It's all about a scheduler that is running in our data center as an host service, and we are providing the service for you. It's included in your basic package if you have professional or enterprise, and you do not have to do anything. We are handling all this, we are monitoring all this, so you're getting only the results out of it. No problem for you. If you want to check something in manual stage, you can start for a specific dealer account or a particular customer. That means if you are right now scanning some customers and are on customer side and want to look into the data, you can scan it directly with the manually process. Sure, no problem. This is what we call it the data monitor and success. It's about we have an site here. It's the monitored customers. It's in tree control. We see it. You can see this is a main dealer, and we have the customers, and the customers can have different operator addresses. So it's a complete structure we have in here. So monitoring the customers. Second, what we are shown here is all the devices of the customer. If you're choosing on the left side in the tree a customer, the device view is reduced and filtered only to these devices. And you see some devices with a red point, and these red ones are not reachable in the last 3 days. So there's a time limit where you can say, please give me a signal where I wanted to know which customer is not reachable or which device is not reachable. Whatever, it could be a technical problem. The printer could be off because the user is on vacation or whatever. Different possible reasons why this red signal is coming there. Okay, at the third part we see the historical data, and here we have all the information about toner levels, meter readings, and so on. And the fourth is the we call it the window for the active alerts, and this dialog shows which active alerts are right now and not handled by you. If you handle and if you work on an alert, will remove it from this active list because it is you have done some action on it. It could be that you have making a delivery. It could be that you say, no, I do not want to deliver, but I want not to be this alert anymore in this active. So could be different handling and possibilities here. Everything is around working with the data as fast as possible. Okay. Only give you a short monitoring of the customer. It was the first one. We have the online access to the data. It's in hierarchical order. You can see the scan problems is marked with an exclamation at the beginning. Okay. The device information, we have a lot of fields there, from IP address to MAC address to locations to serial numbers. We are displaying, and that's very important, all managed and unmanaged devices. So one of the big advantage of a solution for an FMAudit is that if you can scan a customer, you can scan, or you're scanning every device of the customer. If you sold it, or if you are making service for it or delivery, or if you have products that you do not manage today, but the advantage is that you see the devices, you can react on them. You know that maybe an unmanaged device has a low toner. You can offer your customer the delivery of the toner with the billing. And but this product FMAudit combination with success gives you the possibility to start the management of the unmanaged devices to earn money, to make cross-selling out of it, to make consumable revenue. Okay, all known devices are linked automatically to success. Sure, if you have a serial number included in success, it will be linked automatically to the device. If you're saying, I want to start up from scratch, you can say, please create all the devices. Then all the devices are created in success. And with the contract management, you are assigning the devices to a specific contract. And so the system knows exactly this is a managed and this is an unmanaged device. Very easy. Unmanaged devices can be linked manually or created for new further processing. I explained. Scan problems are indicated instantly displayed. This is the red point you see there. Meter reading and toner levels. Sure, with this data we can build a history of meter readings and a history of consumable. That we're coming later on, because it is very important for the processing that we have the toner levels, daily toner levels, and the toner level, how it's historically usage, and to make some process of it. Okay, automatic entry of data in meter histories and displays of toner levels. I got this. Forecast in the alerts, forecast change of consumables. By an alert, we are getting a forecast when the consumable will be empty for this device. So, and this helps you to see what is the printing volume the customers has. If it's a high volume machine, then you have to react different than with low volumes, and so on. But one of the big things is alerts in success can give you this forecast. They are directly displayed. If an alert comes several times, then we are filtering it automatically. So you will not be you do not need to work on alerts you already have done anything. So we are filtering all this. If a consumable is installed into the machine from the customer, and then a new alert comes for this consumable, sure, then it's a new one, and we will recognize this. Okay. And for sure, you can build order processing without alerts. So normally, Success ERP is not do not need the alerts. It's a nice feature from FMAudit, but at the real basic, we do not need the alerts. We can make our own ordering system without the alerts, but mostly it is the alerts are created and we are processing them. Processing of consumable orders. The big thing about consumable orders is if you will get one alert for one machine, for one consumable, okay, you can work on it today and we'll send out the consumable to the customer. Tomorrow, a second alert comes up from another machine, same operator. You will put it into a new delivery process and you will send it out. So what at the end is the problem is that you are don't have a full picture of the operator devices when you only have the view or this alert. What we are doing is we will show you the complete picture of the operator with all the devices, all the toner levels, and you can say, okay, I want to make a delivery today, and then I will not only put one consumable on the delivery process, I put one consumable for this device on the delivery process, and another one, and another one, and another one. So you have an optimized view on all consumable levels of an operator address, because we want to save the money for small delivery processes. Okay, this is all done by the supply management in Success. As I said before, we are controlling the managed and the unmanaged devices, and this is similar to if a device has a contract and if a device has no contract. And by this we know exactly with our contract management in our Success ERP solution if the consumable has to be charged or is the consumable is included in the contract. Okay, so we are dividing this. The we are displaying the available stock of the operator side. It could be that a customer wanted to get consumable, but at the end you will see that he has become in last week or the week before, it becomes some consumables, and but the consumable is not anymore on customer stock side. So that means, what is the customer doing with it? He's put it into a different stock location, he has put it in a different machine that's maybe not in contract, or he has sold it via the internet to some other customers. So all this you not know today, and this solution with Success ERP and FMAudit gives you the possibility to manage the stock of the customer's operator side. Okay, and then if you're delivering something to the customer, and we are starting this, we call it the stock for the operator, then if we have a threshold level here included, that means if we have, yesterday we had 5% of toner level in the cartridge, and today FMAudit will send us 100% is the toner level now, then we have a threshold level that said, okay, if this jumps over, as an example, 80%, then we know that the customer has installed the toner into the system, and then we are reducing the stock of the operator side and put it directly as costs onto the machine. Okay, sounds complex, but it's very easy at the end. Okay, this is our consumable order processing screen, and I have here 4 entries, and these 4 entries are by a customer. It's my MVZ here in my hometown Göttingen, and I only wanted to have, or this is filtered by the consumable levels, and only consumables with less than 30% are shown here. Okay, what do we have? We have all devices for a specific operator. Very important to get the general overview of the operator and what devices has which toner levels. Here you can put easily the quantity of delivery in, and so you put in 1111. If you 4 times put 1 in here, all the alerts for this customers are handled, and the system will automatically create the delivery process with everything behind it. So it could be in 20 seconds you could be ready for the delivery of the customer. Okay, and this I said before, we only displaying devices with less than 30%. Okay, there we see this is a non-contract customer. This exclamation mark shows me if this is displayed, you know the customer has to pay for this consumable. He can have a contract, but this consumable is maybe not a part of the contract. All this is handled with, in combination with the contract management here with this processing screen. Okay, one very important thing is the history of all deliveries. So we are building up a history for all the devices, all the operators, for what we have delivered. And one important thing is we know what is the toner level when we delivered. Okay, the delivering alert is 20%. Then the customer makes some copy, and on 15% you delivered a consumable to the customer. Okay, the next step is the customer puts this toner into the machine, but do you know today if the toner cartridge was empty? Yes or no? You expect that the customers will change when it's empty, but what we find out is that a lot of customers changing toners because a black one should be changed, but the magenta is nearly by 50%, and they say, okay, there's another magenta, I will put it also in. Have you ever make a statistic out of this? Most not. But this is what we wanted to get out of the system, because we exactly know the history of the change, and we are getting the information on which fill level the customer has changed this consumable. And if you find customers that are changing with maybe up than 5% of level, then you can call them and say, okay, come on, let it go empty, because you know, consumable costs are a big part of cost per copy, and we have to reduce it at the end. Okay, our supply chain management in our ERP system is doing the rest for you. We are creating a merchandise order with a success workflow. Very easy. We are making a separation of contract and non-contract customers, and if you're making orders for both, for one customer that has contract and without, we are creating 2 merchandise orders and process them. No problem. We are making the automatic delivery process, or if not, we are making the automatic backlogs. That means if you don't have stock available in your company, then we are making a backlog automatically, and we put this backlog on the supplier proposal, so you can order by your manufacturer or distributor, and if the goods comes in, then the goods will pop up the backlog for the customers, and so you're starting your delivery process. Supply chain management, very easy. Okay, this is one of the wanted to show is an order entry screen, how it looks like in our solution. I will speed it up. We have delivery data, we have invoice data, we have products and items in how many as you like. We said before, we have the backlog, we call it the case of business. With case of business, you can build up a workflow processing at the end. So if a business case has to do a delivery, then it should be stock management and all this stuff done. If it's a machine sale, it could have a different process at the end. That was called case of business. We are checking credit limit if you want. We are creating and calculating shipping costs. You can write credit notes with this order entry screen. We have the commission system, and what at the end we have a loss of profit of an order, and by the combination with the contract management system, we know if item or product you put into the customer side, if this should be billed or not. And at the end, sure, we have a delivery note print out, we have an invoice print out. Everything is handled with our ERP product. Stock inventory and contract customers, that's a little bit I explained before. In generally, for your understanding, is what we're doing when we order and deliver something, we put it into the complete operator, not to a specific device, but because we do not really know if the customers put it into the device at the end. You say on the delivery paper, please use it for this machine, but if the customer is doing it, yes or no, you will never find out. So what we're doing is we put it first for the stock control on the stock of the operator. By this delivery process, we are creating the commission stocks, and we are relieving them when we find out that the consumable or the toner level jumps from a low value to a high value, and then we are recognizing that the customer has changed the consumable in this specific device. And with this, we are reducing the customer stock, sure, and we are making the statistic on which level the customer is changing the consumable. I explained a little bit before. Then, if it's a contract, then we put the costs on the device, on the machine, to make at the end a profit and loss of contracts and profit and loss of machines. So by the customer change of the consumable in the machine, we put the costs of this device directly to the machine, okay, reducing the actual stock of the customer, and this brings you with an easy processing to what everyone wants to have, is the customer controlled stock, what is on customer side. Okay, something else we have in our success is the contract billing. The contract billing needs a meter reading, and what is easier than getting all out the meters we have in the FMAudit and link it to the meters with the device which are in contract. And then we're making a control of these meters, and sure, you have to keep in mind that if a device is not be scanned and we do not have a meter, then there's an manually meter entry screen where you can put the meters in. So everything is around the area. How do I get the meters as fast as possible into the contract management and billing system? And at the end, for sure, we are generating the invoices. Business Intelligence is a wide area of possibilities in our Success ERP cloud-based solution. One big topics today are percentage coverage control. Okay, we want to know on which is the coverage in black and white, in color of the devices. Okay, for this we are making a statistic calculation you can easily access with we call it the PDF. So we are creating PDF statistic controls, or you can get out the data with an export in Excel, in XML, in HTML based data. So everything is possible in the Success ERP cloud solution. We are making a volume analysis, so you can say, okay, is it an too high volume for the machine customer? So if a customer prints too much for the specific machine that is not recommended. We have a customer consumable change behavior, I explained before. We have a consumable forecast. One very important thing for the ordering process to the suppliers is that we know exactly when the next consumable will be empty in this device on this operator address, and that makes it possible that you can summarize all the consumable you need for, as an example, the next 30 days and get out a list, and this list can be your basic of the order proposal. Contract profit and loss is a big thing, and one of the major point in business intelligence, and this should be not only on contract, this can be on customer, this can be on model, this can be on a single device. So a lot of area we have here, and sure, we have a lot of service performance indicators about service level agreements, about service costs of spare parts, labor, work time, traveling time, all this. Okay, what do I need? You need an FMAudit license. That's not coming from us, and that's not included. You can ask your local distributor for an FMAudit license, or you can ask us, and we will connect you to an FMAudit distributor. You need an FMAudit web service. That is normally not included into the FMAudit normal license fee. This must be done because we need the access to this web service, and you need one of the registration accounts of successasaservice.com, and the fleet management is included in the professional and in the enterprise account. It's included without any additional payments you have to do. Yeah, at the end, if there are any questions, please contact and write me an email with contact@bsv.net or give us a call. And so thanks a lot for your interest in our product, and hope to see you using our product in the web. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.